I made her my header. If she ever call my phone, you know I gotta dead her. But I like that girl so much, I wish I never met her.
Now you begging to seduce me, but beggars cannot be choosy. Been a queen for 8 summers, just tell them.
So I'm gonna just keep this short, you know, like I don't want this to be a long story time, because if I was to get into every nitty gritty detail, this would be like about 5 hours, no lie. So me and this person met in 2019 in January, and we're gonna call him Roger. So, you know, I was really attracted to Roger when I first met him, and it honestly wasn't because of his looks. It's because, you know, his approach to me was totally different. Like, he came up to me in person. That's when he didn't have me on social media. And if you know me, you know I always wanted like that fairy tale love where it's like, you know, like here's my number and I meet them in person, whatever, they tell me that I'm cute. So I let it gas my head. And, you know, I mean, that happens to every female. We all get giggly, like, oh, like he came up to me, he asked me for my number, this, and that. And, you know, when he saw me, his first compliment to me wasn't, oh, like, you thick, which I don't even take that as a compliment, to be very frank with you. But it wasn't like, oh, you thick, oh, you look good. He was like, you know, you're very beautiful, and I feel like you'll be very more beautiful without makeup. And, like, that just caught me so off guard, y'all, because I never heard that compliment before, like, in person. Like, guys would tell me, oh, you don't need makeup, but it was all through text and social media. And if you know me, I don't like that social media shit. If you come in my inbox saying that you look good, you're not getting a reply back for real, because I don't like that. I don't. So me and him started to get to know each other. You know, he would call me, he would text me, and you know, there would be hours I wouldn't hear from him, and I just thought like, oh, like he probably thinks I'm one of his hoes. But what I didn't know is he didn't have a connected phone, so he was calling me from his mom's phone. So the first red flag, right? Everything was going smooth, great, all love and cuddles. It was like a week and a half, a week and 2 days, and me and him, he's from Brooklyn, and I'm from the Bronx. And if you in New York or you from New York, you already know, like, the Bronx and Brooklyn, like, and you know, like, people be like, oh, Brooklyn better, the Bronx better, you know, shit like that. So I was joking around with him, and I was like, oh, you from dirty ass Brooklyn? And he was saying, you from the dirty ass Bronx. The Bronx trying so hard to be like Brooklyn. That's what we were joking about. And he took it serious, and he was like, I think he said, shut the fuck up, you bitch. Something that had to do with me being called a bitch. Yeah, I've never been called a bitch by any man, any boy, like, my whole life. So this was like the first time that I was on the phone with somebody and they were like, you know, you a bitch. So I hung up the phone right then and there. And my first instinct was, I'm not gonna talk to him no more. I'm not. And I had called one of my friends and I was telling her, like, you know, like, I really like him. And he called me that though. And while I was on the phone with her, he was texting me saying that he's sorry. He was trying to call me over and over and over again. So she was like, you know, if he's showing that he cares, you know, you don't really know his background. So, like, try to be patient with him, you know, things like that. So little me was like, fuck it, I'm gonna forgive him. Yeah, that was like the worst mistake I've ever made in this whole entire relationship. So after that, things were going smooth, but I started to realize me and him will have petty fights literally almost every day, and this was just the beginning. Like, we will have an argument, let's just say right now, and then 2 hours later will be another one, and then we'll be good, and then tomorrow we'll come and we will have another argument. And I was just like, yo, like, what the fuck? But to me, it wasn't really like, oh my god, this is toxic, because this was my first relationship, you guys. Like, Roger was like my first everything. Like, you name it, he was my first. As time went on, you know, I really did love him, and this was the first person that I've ever loved, you guys. Like, I've ever loved. Like, I could really say I loved him hardcore. So the petty arguments keep happening, right? And there was one time we were in school in the hallway, and even though I'm short, like, sometimes I walk regular, sometimes I walk fast. And, like, when I walk fast, I don't know that I'm walking fast. So if I'm walking fast and you behind me and you're like, Destiny, slow down, to me, I'm walking regular. I'm like, no, bro, like, that's just you walking mad slow. So that had happened. I was walking fast, and he, from behind me, you guys, in front of people, oh my God, this is so embarrassing. He was like, if you don't slow down, I'm gonna grab you like your hand and walk you like a dog. Like I said, I've never been told anything like this. Like, you guys, like, there was times, like, past vibes, or like when I was talking to girls and stuff, that they would be mad at me, but nobody has ever disrespected me. That's what I can say. Like, nobody was like, you dumb bitch, or I'm gonna walk you like a dog. Like, we would have an argument, and then, like, we would talk about it later, and that would be it. No, yo, like, not with him. So I turned around and I said, you're gonna walk me like a dog? I kept it walking. Like, I was like, I'm not about to sit here and stop, and no, it's gonna be none of that. So I kept walking, and that day I ended up going home early because our schools were different. Like, I had to go to his school to hop on the bus that will take me to my school, because my school and his school, like, they were connected in a way. So when I went to my school, you know, I went home early that day or whatever, and I just remember going home feeling so low on myself. Like, I really couldn't believe that somebody had spoke to me like that in public, let alone, like, they talked to me like that. Sorry, I got a text. Let alone they talked to me like that, period. But, like, especially since it was in public, like, I don't know, y'all, like, it just made me feel so sad. Like, not really depressed, it just made me so sad during the whole day. So I had a friend, and we're gonna call him Christopher. So Chris, he texted me, he was like, hey, are you okay? Like, cause, you know, me and Chris had that kind of bond that, like, he would ask me if I ate, you know, like, what you doing, things like that, like, how are you, you know, you okay? Like, so it wasn't anything random. So I told him the truth, and I was like, you know, this happened to me today, this and that. And the number one thing that he told me, you guys, I'm sorry, everybody's texting me during this video, but the one thing that he told me was, if you don't leave now, it's going to get worse. Because if he's disrespecting you now, he's gonna disrespect you, you know, further along the line. A nigga will only be comfortable doing things to you on what you allow him, you know, like, a nigga will only do what you allow him to do. So, like, I was like, you know, that's true, you know, whatever. And Roger, I had forgot that, like, this happened like a month and a half into the relationship, and I had forgot that, you know, when me and Roger in the beginning, I don't know that, like, if y'all ever did this in a relationship, but, like, we swapped passwords, and I honestly forgot. So he saw the messages between me and Chris, you know, Roger saw the message between me and Chris, and he went off, you guys. Like, it was like 4 in the morning. He saw me texting Chris, and he was like livid, which I know texting a friend and like at 4 in the morning, like, it does seem fishy. But if you guys, like, he went into the conversation, and yeah, like, Christopher knew that Roger existed. Me and Christopher were actually talking about Roger, and, like, since he saw what Roger said, I mean, since Roger saw what Chris said, Roger got mad, and he was like, oh, tell him to get my dick out his mouth, y'all, like, crazy shit like that. And, like, we were arguing. I was like, yo, this is gonna be it, like, that's it, I'm leaving. He was like, you leaving? I'll spit on you. And I didn't really take him serious. Like, I didn't think that he would ever spit on me, but at the same time, I didn't keep going. Like, once he said I'll spit on you, I was like, yo, bro, like, you doing the most, things like that. So I told Roger, you know, I'm sorry for texting Chris, and we made up, whatever, which I should have never apologized for. But anyways, so months pass, and the disrespect is still there, and he also disrespects his mom, his grandmothers on both sides, and, you know, his family. Like, he's one of those dudes that he just don't give a fuck. Like, if he don't like you, he's going to, you know, like, if he feels some type of way, he's gonna disrespect you. And if you can't take the disrespect, he's gonna hit you. And so he would disrespect his mom. And I remember my mom, like, she didn't know that he would disrespect his mom, but I remember my mom told me, like, how a guy treats his mom is how he's going to treat you. So if he's disrespecting her, what makes you think he's going to respect you? Yeah, I let Roger sweet talk me, like, to the point where it's kind of disgusting. Like, I let him sweet talk me to the point where he was like, nah, it's because, you know, my mother, he told me their family problems. I'm not going to put them out there, but like, he would tell me the problems, and, you know, some of the problems I did side with Roger on, I'm not gonna lie, but some of them I did side with his mother on, because I'm like, you know, at the end of the day, that's your mom, like, why you disrespecting her, shit like that. So, it kept going, like, even in public, but it wasn't as bad. And I'm gonna say this was, like, from our 2nd to 4th month, it was okay. You know, so 2nd to 4th month, January, February, March, April, yeah. So you guys, April rolled around and I gave him a special gift. You know, if you catch my drift, you catch my drift. If you don't, you don't. And like I said, he was my first everything, y'all. So like, I kind of got like that bond with him. Like, all right, like now I feel comfortable. Like, you my sanctuary now. Like, you know, like this is it. Like, you my first boyfriend, you my first everything. You're gonna be my last boyfriend and my last everything. Girl, was I wrong? But anyways, so my cousin, just say her name Beth, me and her were very close at the time. I still consider her close to me, you know. People got their own shit going on, you know, shit like that. But like, we used to talk every day. So she was like, why? Like, why did you do that? You know how he disrespects you. You know, why would you give him that gift? You know, things like that. And to be honest, I was kind of just shrugging it off. I was like, oh, like, you're over reacting, you're exaggerating, like, you know, like, I know what I'm doing. And she kind of was just like, you know what? So you know what you're doing? You know what you're doing. So, you know, as time went on, it was still bad. It was still toxic. We were still arguing almost every day. And I'ma say May hit around. Me and Roger went to school one day, regular in May. And we were arguing, you guys. We were arguing, like, because by his school's here. This is the sidewalk across the street, sidewalk, and then Dunkin' is like right there. Then there's like a parking lot across the street this way, and there's a Pizza Hut. So we went to Dunkin', and yeah, we were like not going at it, but like it's kind of like how I'm talking to you right now, but like using argumentative words. Like right now, if I'm him, he was like, oh, you know, like, you a dumbass bitch, this and that. And I was like, and you a faggot ass nigga, this and that. Like, and we were both like serious. Like, it wasn't like we were like, yo, da 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 yet. So he called me a bitch. And you guys, like, I got so heated because I'm like, yo, like, I'm so tired of you disrespecting me. Like, I'm tired of the disrespect. And I sit here and I stay with you. And I sit here and I take it because every time that I tell you I'm done, you sit there and you cry. You sit there and you feed me this bullshit story on how you was raised and this and that. And don't get me wrong, I did take that into consideration, you guys, because I'm a very understanding person, which I shouldn't have been in this situation, but yeah, like, that was my greatest weakness. Like, I was overly understanding, and I kind of kept letting it slide because of how he grew up and the guys he would be around and, you know, things like that. Like, I don't mean to put too much out there, but like, you know, his dad would like disrespect and fight his mom, shit like that. So I'm like, all right, he grew up like that. That's all he saw. You know, he's just a product of, you know, his environment, what he saw. So I was just like, yo, like, I'm so sick and tired of this excuse. Like, that's it. You guys, I went outside and he followed me. He was yelling at me. He pulled my hair behind Pizza Hut. And Pizza Hut had a camera, but I'm not sure if they ever, like, saw that. I know the people that probably saw that was probably like, what the fuck is going on? But you guys, he pulled my hair. And, like, he had it like this. And at the time, my hair was curly because my natural hair, you know, is curly. And, like, you guys, it was just a mess. And, like, I'll be like, oh, yeah, like, you want to grab my hair? Whatever. So I'm walking to his school to wait in front of his school. So I could, you know, catch the transfer bus and go to my school. So there's benches, and I'm walking towards the bench, and he started cursing at me, and I said, you know what? I'ma find me a nigga who's gonna appreciate me, who's gonna stay loyal to me, who is gonna respect me. Because honestly, guys, speaking, respect is like the key of everything. If God doesn't respect you, he's not gonna stay loyal to you. If a God doesn't respect you, he's not gonna love you. If a God doesn't respect you, you know, he's not gonna trust you. It all boils down to respect. Like, the main thing around love is respect. The main thing around loyalty is respect. So I said that. Like, that was the last thing I said was, you know, I'm gonna find me a nigga who's gonna appreciate me, stay loyal to me, and respect me and love me. You guys, he grabbed my hair, and like, I had big hoop earrings on this day, and I had a dress, and he grabbed it, and he went like this. Y'all, my earring bent inside my ear. Like, yo, I can't even tell you the pain I was feeling. I was like, let go, let go, let go, please let go, please let go, please let go. And like, he pushed me, and he spit on me in front of the school. And like, keep in mind, this was like a couple of minutes before his school, like, classes were in session, because in his school, class started like at 7:20, and I hopped on the transfer bus at 7:45. So I was like free, and he will always like be my tail, you guys, like on some weird shit. Like, in the beginning, I thought it was cute, like, oh, like, he's gonna stay with me, this and that. Like, no, boo, like, you should have gone inside, get your education. But anyway, so like, a bus driver has saw that, and I went on my bus, and y'all, he followed me on my bus. He followed me on my transfer bus. And all of a sudden, the dean from his school comes out with 2 guys behind him. When I saw that, I said, the school cameras caught that. Somebody from the office saw, because in the office, like, there's a big window. Okay, guys, so it's a window. Here's a door. Well, I'm gonna flip it. So here's a window. This is the door. And then this is how it is. So we were right here. So somebody from the window probably was looking out and saw. So me inside, and they were like, check her for, you know, any bruises or anything. And yeah, I was so scared, because I was like, oh my goodness, like, if I don't lie and I say something, if they send him home, he's gonna come to my house and probably beat the shit out of me. And it was only a block down from where I live. Like, I was just so scared, you guys. Like, I went to school, and I was shaking, and like, you know, I had like a group of girls that were like my friends, and they were like, Destiny, like, you need to calm down. Like, you being scared of this, like, you having anxiety is not gonna help. Like, for real, like, calm down, like, take a chill pill. So I'm shaking, and every time I talk, I'm stuttering. And like, one thing about me is, if I'm really scared or if I'm really mad, like, I stutter. So I was stuttering. I couldn't even finish my sentences, yo. That's how bad my anxiety was. Like I'll start talking, and then I'm like, whew, like, because my mind is racing. Like, my mind is saying things faster than my mouth can, and like, I just got lost in my head. So a girl from my school, and she walked me into, you know, because after my school, I have to go on the bus, go back to his school, to then hop on the bus. Like, yeah, it was so much. So when we got to his school, she walked me inside, because her boyfriend attended his school too. She was like, you know, like, breathe, like, it's gonna be okay, like, just breathe. And there was actually another girl I started becoming cool with. I'm gonna name her Lorena. So I had texted Lorena when it happened, and she was like, what? Like, this nigga's a bitch nigga, like, you need to leave him, this and that. So I walked in, and I had saw Lorena, and Lorena was with her friend. We're gonna call her Nia. We started talking, and I started noticing, like, when he saw me talking to Nia, he was kind of getting fidgety, like he was like standing like this, staring. He would like look around, and he would be like, not in a mad way, but like, I know that, because when I used to do sneaky shit to people I used to talk to before, yeah, those are other story times. I used to get like that when I used to peep some shit, like, oh shit, like, they about to find out, like what the fuck? Like, that's the look he had on his face, like, she about to find out something, what the fuck? I ain't know, whatever. I said about it to her. Right now, I hugged her. We went home. He started holding me on the bus, y'all, like, holding me. He was like, I'm so sorry, but you need to realize, if you would have never said that, I would have never did that. And I was like, skirt, what are you talking about? If I would have never said that, you would have never did that. You're not supposed to do that, period. I don't care who says what says who. Like, I don't care how bad your girl, and this is for the guys that watch my videos, I don't care how bad your girl disrespect you. I don't care how bad she like does something or if she cheats on you. First thing you do is leave her. The school called my parents, and my mom called me and she was like, oh, I was on the phone with his mom, and his mom said, you know, if it's true, to let her know because she's gonna kick him out. And I lied. I was like, no, nothing happened. Like, nothing happened. And my dad was the one who said, I feel like if he hits you, you're not gonna say nothing. And like, he kept repeating that, like, I feel like if he hits you, I feel like if he abuses you, you're not gonna say nothing. Like, you need to tell me, like, for real. And my dad's like that, yo. Like, my dad, I'm not gonna put my dad's business out there, but he has, I know some shit, I know stories that's true. And I don't want my dad getting locked up for killing nobody because they know how to treat me, you know. So I was just like, no, like, you guys, are you overthinking it? That's it. Right? That was it. Time passes forward, and I find out from Lorena that Roger was talking to Nia, asking her for advice. Now, you guys, like, if this was any regular situation, I would not have been mad, but I was so mad that one, like, keep it a stack with me, bro. Like, you know her, like, you talk to her, tell me, like. And the other thing that got me so pissed was his double stand. Like, how you got mad because of Christopher, me talking to Christopher, asking Christopher for advice. Yeah, you ain't even tell me that you went up to Nia to ask her for advice. So you out here up in bitches' faces being friendly, asking for advice, but you got mad at me for asking for advice from a dude that I knew before I knew you? Like, what? Yeah, I left him. And he kept calling me. He said, oh, I'm gonna go by your house. I was like, no. Like, no, you're not. Like, no. And he was like, I'm sorry. I forgave him. So, months went on. You know, I'm gonna say like 3 months. And we were on and off for those 3 months. This was during summer. We were on and off. And you guys, like, my birthday's June 3rd. He made my birthday a living hell. Like, everything I was doing was getting him mad. If he felt like I was looking for somebody, like, or like if he saw guys around me, because I had a 2-piece on, and if he saw like guys around me, he would get mad at me. He was like, oh, I treasure your body. These are my legs. That's my belly. That's my arm. Like, you're mine. I don't want anybody else seeing that. Like, you guys, like, on some weird controlling possessive shit. Like, he would get mad at shit that I wear and shit like that. And back then, I used to think that shit was cute. Like, I used to think guys being aggressive and telling you, no, you can't wear that, it's cute. You guys know it's toxic, it's controlling, and it's possessive. Unless you're paying for my clothes, you don't get to tell me what to wear. If I feel comfortable with my parents, and especially my dad, if he feel comfortable with me wearing something, you should feel comfortable too. And second, there should be trust, because why are you staying cuffed to somebody that you think is gonna go cheat on you, you know, based on what they're wearing? Guys, I don't know, this nigga was dumb. But he would do things like that, like tell me, like, no, like, this body, it's mine. And if I told him, no, it's mine, he would get pissed. Like, what? Like, crazy shit. He, like I said, he was disrespectful all the time. Like, if I got him mad, like, that was it. And I would tell him, like, you don't realize that you hurt me. Like, you belittle me when you disrespect me. Like, honestly, I'm such an understanding person, and you know that. This is me telling him. I was like, and you know that. And the fact that you can't tell me, like, yo, that's what you just did, like, that's not cool. Like, you know, like, that shit just got me irritated, whatever. Like, I ain't appreciate that. I would change it. Like, I would seriously change it, especially the type of person I am. If you tell me you don't like something, I'm gonna say, damn, sis, or damn, bro, my fault. Like, it won't happen again. Keep it pushing. Like, it's really nothing to me, and I'm the one who actually introduced apologizing. Isn't that weird? I was like, pride don't live here, for real. So if you know you do something wrong, say sorry. And it was always me saying sorry, you guys. And he would do shit wrong, and he would try to justify it. He would be like, oh, well, you're the one who made me mad. Like, things like that. And you guys, like, I would sit there and argue with him, and it took him like 20 to 30 minutes just to say sorry. Like, just to say sorry, you guys, like, on some crazy shit. Like I said, we were on and off, and it was because, like, if we got in an argument, he would stop talking to me for 3 days, and then he would want to come back and send me pictures of us and be like, oh, I miss this bond, this and that, you know, like I miss us. And like at first I was like not with it. I was like, no, like you think you're gonna pick and choose when to fuck with me? No. And you guys, like, he knew what role to play in front of who. Cause with me, he was like a devil, like this disrespectful me. Like, you guys, like, I keep emphasizing disrespectful because literally everybody who saw the messages between us, everybody who heard us in arguments, they knew. Like, they knew. Like, they were like, what? He talks to you like that? Like, you gotta leave. Like, that nigga's bugging out. So I was kind of just like, you know, like, no, like, you're not gonna pick and choose when and where to fuck with me. Like, you bugging out. So fast forward, there was a picture, like a put me on your snap. I don't know if you guys are familiar. You know, like, you send a picture of yourself and you put your username, you send them to all your Snapchat friends. They save the picture, put you on these stories so everybody from their Snapchat, you know, can add you. That's how you get more views, shit like that. So I had put a selfie of me. It was nothing crazy, you guys, I promise you. Like, it was like multiple cropped out selfies of me, like stickers, like in the background. He was like, oh, that's a thought picture. And I'm like, what? And literally, guys, everybody else was like, bro, like, that's not a thought picture. Like, a thought picture is like you in panties, showing your ass, shit. Like, that's thought shit. And I'm like, what the fuck? And you guys, like, he really manipulated me into thinking I was in the wrong. And I don't know if y'all remember Valentine from my last story time about my high school fight. Me and Valentine, like, we went off track, and now this time, like, we were back on track. So I was telling her, catching her about everything that happened, and at this time she was already caught up, things like that. And she was like, Dust, you better not let him manipulate you. Go, Dust, you better not let him trick you into thinking that you did something wrong. Because that's another thing with guys. Like, guys will really sit there and try to manipulate you into believing that you're wrong and they're right all the time. Like, if I was really that dumb, well, I'm not gonna say that dumb, I'm saying love. If I was like really like, oh my goodness, like head over here, like I didn't want to lose him over nothing, like I would have let him manipulate me during every situation. And that's why we had a lot of big arguments. Like, our big arguments was me realizing I wasn't wrong and I was not agreeing with him. I was like, nope, 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 nope. And that was our big arguments. Like, that was why we used to be on and off all the time. Like, you had me on social media when me and this ex, like when me and Roger was together, y'all knew it would be like 2 months we good, and then 1 month we not posting each other. The next month we post each other, like a week after that we not. And it was because like I was not riding on his wave. Like, you bugging out. Like, if you wrong, you wrong. That's it. So she was like, I hope you don't let him manipulate you into thinking that you're wrong. And I was like, nah, I'm not. So I used to tell him, like, yo, like, you treating me like I'm some day room. Like, I'm not wrong. I don't care what you say. I'm not wrong. So he got so mad and he was like, yo, meet me tomorrow. And yeah, he was talking so crazy. Like, I was scared to meet up with him. I'm not even gonna lie. I was scared because I'm like, oh my God, like, he sound like he gonna hit me. So the next day rolls around and I overslept. I overslept because we were supposed to meet up like I think around 8 or 9, and I woke up like around 10. And I overslept on the time that we were supposed to meet up. So he got so mad, you guys. Like, when I saw him, he spit on me, like, and it was like a thick spit, and it just splattered here, like on my chest. And I was looking down and I just started crying. He pulled my hair. Sorry, you guys, there was something out the window. He pulled my hair. He would like mush my face, and like he would push me. Like, he was pushing me, mushing me, grabbing my hair. I remember the bed was like, you know, the bed's here. I'm on this side. He's on this side, you guys. He grabbed my hair from the back and dragged me across the bed. Like, on some crazy shit. So I'm crying. And he looked at me and he was like, if you don't, oh my God, I'm gonna cry. He was like, if you don't do like what I tell you, I'm gonna rape you. And I never felt like like so belittled in my life and scared, and it's like it was only me and him together. So who was helping me? Like, who really was helping me? Like, what the fuck? So we ain't do anything. But like the fact that he said that, like, it just made me feel like, what the fuck? Like now, like, shit was serious before, but now it's like crazy. And like, if I didn't want to do nothing with him, you guys, he would sit there and be like, I'm childish, I'm corny, it means that I'm sleeping with somebody else, I'm cheating on him. And like, I just kind of felt like I was trapped in this hell. Like, so I don't mean to cry, but like, I'm not crying because of him. I'm crying because I sat there and I fed myself lies as to why I should accept it. I sat there and I told myself, well, no one else is gonna love you. Like, this is what you need to settle for, and it's not true at all. So, like, he would tell me things like that. He would be like, I'm the only guy who's gonna love you for you. I'm the only one who's gonna be here for you. I'm the only one that's gonna protect you. You don't have nobody else. And it's true, like, I don't have nobody else. Like, and not that I really care, but like, I don't have friends like that, you know. I don't talk to people at all. People don't like me because of what they hear or whatever. And, you know, like I said, I'm the only child. I don't have an older brother who would, you know, defend me. And I want my dad getting locked up. So when he used to, like, tell me that I was by myself and things like that, like, I would sit there and I would be like, yo, like, this nigga's right. Like, I need to settle for this because I don't have nobody else. Like, this is what God gave me. I need to stick with it. I need to deal with it. So there was one time I went to my friend's house in the summer, and I wore 2-piece because she had a pool, and it was just her family. And you guys, like, he was like, wow, like, you were over there showing my legs, things like that, you guys, like, on some crazy stuff. And there was one time I went to her house again, and he popped out there out of the blue, and he made the time they were living hell. Like, everything I was doing, he was trying to control. And like, it got to the point where my friend, in front of everybody, she asked him, and she was like, can I give her a hug or are you gonna get mad? And he was like, nah, you can hug her, sis. And I'm like, yo, like I'm an animal. Like, people gotta ask you permission on what to do. Like, that's so you guys, like, that's so embarrassing. It's so belittling. Like, it's just too much. So time passed and we still together. And at this time we was taking a break because of I think it was because he said I posted something, and I was like, no, like, it's nothing thotty. And you know, I asked everybody, and this is not the picture, this is something else. And everybody was like, bro, like, what the fuck? Like, what is he talking about? And you guys, anything that I did that wasn't like what he wanted me to do, it was thought shit. We were taking a break, and you guys, he was yelling at me on the phone, and he was like, yo, I'm so tired of this shit, you fucking with my head. And I honestly forgot what the argument originated from, but I know, like, after, he was telling me creepy shit, you guys, like, creepy. Like, he was like, I feel like I'm the devil. Like, you know how when you talk about the devil and demons, people get scared? Like, when I hear about the devil, demons, I feel some type of comfort. And if you know me, you know I'm spiritual, and I'm very close to God. Like, God's like my right hand, my go-to. Like, if you know me, you know that. Like, I don't play when it comes to God. So of course I started getting creeped. I'm like, sorry, honey, I feel comfort in God. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. And he was just like, I don't know, like, I just feel comfort in that. So whatever, time passed, and I think it was because of that, actually, that we met up to talk about the argument. And I had told him, like, listen, I don't think this is gonna work. Like, you need to find somebody that, whatever, that you love enough to respect, and I need to find somebody who loves me enough to respect. excuse me. And he was like, when I met him outside, he was like, oh yeah, you think we should see other people? And I was like, not see other people, but not be together. Yeah, you guys, he snatched me up and dragged me to his house. Like, from the front of my house, he dragged me to his house. You guys, my head was pounding. And I was so scared. My heart was racing. My adrenaline was pumping. And I'm over here. And I had acrylic nails on at the time. So I'm grabbing my hand. I'm like, stop. What are you doing? He dragged me to his house. And I remember saying, no, I want to go home. And you guys, I was crying. And he had two little brothers. And they had, like, a table. Like, you know, like, with toys. He slammed me on that table and all the toys were on my back. My head hit the floor mad hard. And he dragged me upstairs, you guys. Dragged me. And then he was mushing my face into the bed. And he took a water bottle. He threw it on me. And he was like, stay here, you dumb bitch. And he went to the bathroom to take a shower. I don't know why. But, like, I waited, like, 2 minutes. And I didn't think it was going to be, like, that quick of a shower. But, like, when I went out the room, he had the door open. So, like, okay, so it was, like, this is the floor. The bathroom's here. The room's, like, right here across. So, when I opened the door and I stepped out, like, right here, he saw me from the, like, clearly from the bathroom. We made eye contact and I dashed down I was not playing. I dashed down the stairs. And, like, I went to open the door and, you guys, all I felt was a hand grab me and I went like that. And I had the door open at the time. So, like, and he had a towel on. So, I guess he was trying to focus on keeping a towel around his waist. So, like, I was able to get free and I went outside. And he went outside. He was like, oh, you want to go home? He was like, go ahead. He was like, I just want you to know I'm going to beat the shit out of you when I catch up to you. And he, like, tightened the towel. He was like, go. And he started laughing. And I'm like, yo, please. Like, I just want to go home. You're doing this. And he was like, you dry snitching? He was like, you snitching? You snitching? He was like, get your asses out of the house. And yeah, he pushed me into the house and I just broke down. He took an umbrella and he was going to hit me. And, like, I cried, you guys. Like, it was a cry, like, I'm scared. Like, I don't know what to do. Like, there's nobody here to... Like, I don't know what to do. There's nobody here to help me. I don't have my... Like, I ain't have my phone on me, you guys. Like, I was like, what the fuck? Like, what do I do? Like, what do I do? Like, what do I do to escape? He cried. He bent down crying and hugged me. And he was like, I'm so tired. I was like, please, let's just go talk upstairs. And I think he thought that him saying that was gonna make me go. But I was like, no, I want to go home. No. He said, you want to go home? Right back to being abusive. He pulled me. He dragged me to his room. And he was yelling and things like that. And, like, we started talking. And I was telling him what my problem was. And he was like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't understand that. And I was like, yo, before I came over, you saw I was good. Like, if you felt some type of way, you should have told me and we could have had a talk. Like, I wasn't going to beef at you. You saw I was not in a bad mood. So why did you hit? Like, why did you beat me? And you guys, I had I'm going to insert, like I said at the end of this video, I had bruises here. I had them on my back. He was grabbing me by my neck too. I had bruises here, the back of my neck. My head was bruised. I had a bruise on my butt cheek. I had bruises on my legs and on my foot. So, my left foot to be exact. So, he starts crying and he starts acting mad soft that day, like, trying to be on me. And, like, his little brothers because I was screaming at the top of my lungs. And screaming and crying, to be exact. And his little brothers had school, so he was like, please, like, let me send them to school, and then you could go home. Like, you know, I'll walk you home. And I was like, you're not walking me home. We're not going home by myself. And I didn't make a peep after that. So I was quiet. He kept trying to come around me, and you guys, like, I have 3 piercings here. I don't know if y'all could see. But I have one cartilage, like I have one up here, cartilage, and then I have the 2 here. This was all bloody, like my ear was bleeding. And he came with the peroxide. Hold on, I'm gonna go get a tissue. My bad, y'all went to go blow my nose. So like 3 weeks after that, like he was talking to me constantly. He was acting mad sorry. He was like, yo, I'm bitch made for that. I should have never did that. I'm so sorry. I don't care what happens to me. Like because I think his mom was like, if I find anything out, like she was gonna kick him out. He was like, yo, bro, like at this point, like I don't care. Like I don't. And his mom was at work at the time that all that took place. But she was just saying, like, if I find anything out, like, you getting kicked out. 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks. School is about to start. Like, well, he was about to start in a new school. I was already attending school. Like, summer's over, whatever. So, he was coming over every night, seeing me, like, and it wasn't, like, no touchy. It was, like, I would sit here, and he would sit right there, because I told him, I don't trust him around me. Like, you're gonna have to sit over there. Which I shouldn't have even gave him the time of day after that. But, like, he was just apologetic, you know, making it seem like he was so sorry, you know, manipulating me. And I didn't forgive him yet. But at the same time, it's not like I stopped talking to him. Like, I was still conversing with him. I would still be on the phone with him. So, his first day of school, I ain't go to school that day. So, I ain't seen him outside or anything. So the next day comes and I have school. So I walk outside and I seen him standing next to a guy that he said he had beef with. Like, I thought you said you was gonna slap the shit out of him. Like, what happened? And this guy is somebody from the last Storytime's little brother. So I knew him before Roger knew him. And I see Roger there talking with him, and I'm like, nah, that's fishy. Like, something's going on. So, you guys, I don't know what came over my body. I really don't. All I know is I walked past Roger. Like, it was like I wasn't even living in my body. And as soon as I walked past him, I just felt water, like, hit the back of me. And Roger threw water on me. And the guy Roger was with, that Roger said he was going to slap the shit out of and all of this, he was laughing. He was laughing at me. And I was like, you think that's funny? Like, seeing a guy do that to a girl, that's funny? So, I didn't even cry. Like, at that moment, I didn't cry. I didn't say anything. All I said was, this is why me and you are over. And he was like, suck my dick, bitch. And I went to school, and I ain't seen him for a good 2 days. And I called my cousin Beth, and she was like, bro, like, that's so belittling. Like, I was like, yes, bro, it's so embarrassing. I went to school depressed that day. Like, that's when I started becoming, like, I was already depressed in the relationship, but that's when everything was, like, hitting me all at once. Like, at that moment, it was anxiety, the depression, me being scared. And you guys, I genuinely thought when I went home, he was going to be waiting to do something. And I was on the phone with Valentine. And Valentine was like, yo, like, stay on the phone with me. You know, let me know. So, I'm on the phone and there's nobody there. So, I had blocked him already on everything. And then 2 days later, I went to, like, I was on my way to school. And I had seen Lucy. And Lucy was telling me, like, you know, Roger was talking about me. He was saying that I was clout chasing and all this weird shit that he didn't say when me and him were together. If I wanted clout, that shit would be running up right now. So let's not even do that. So I told her, I was like, bro, like, he hits me and things. I was telling her the whole reason why we broke up. She said, bro, that's toxic. Like, you gotta go. Lucy came from school that day, and I was waiting for her at the bus stop. So Roger ended up being at the bus stop. Like, when I got there, Roger got there. Or some crazy, but we didn't say nothing to each other. He was just walking around doing whatever. And I just, like, I remember Lucy came out. I went up to Lucy, and Roger made it seem like he was gonna ask her another. He was like, oh, do you know where so and so is? I'm not gonna say their name. And she's like, nah, why? And he was like, oh, you're really gonna let this bitch go to your house? He was like, Lucy, remember we was in that class, and she told me not to be friendly, so that's why me and you ain't talk. Like, on some, like, yo, like, it was so weird. And me, like, I had Valentine on the phone, and Valentine, like, she would kept saying mad loud. She was like, don't talk to him. Don't talk, like, don't pay him no mind. You guys, he was fighting me. Like, he grabbed my phone to look at my phone. And I'm like, bro, like, we've been broken up, like, for 2 days now. Why are you grabbing my phone? Like, now you want to pretend like you still with me after all this shit, bro. Goodbye. So I'm fighting with him, y'all. He pushed me. He spit on me. And Lucy was like, yo, chill. And, like, she tried to break it up. So he threw my phone on the floor and he was like, dumb bitch. And he walked away. And yeah, I broke down. Like, I was like, oh my God. And Lucy was like, bro, that's not a real nigga. You don't need to be with a nigga like that. Well, I don't want to get emotional again. And I was just like, damn, like, why is this happening to me? Like, yeah, I was so depressed in this relationship. I was so suicidal. I was kind of like, like, nobody gives a fuck about me. Like, nobody gives a fuck about Destiny at all. So, time, like, 2 days passed. And Lucy had told me, like, you know, I'm going to tell you this because y'all over. But, like, around in March, he tried to cheat on you with 2 girls that dubbed him. And they didn't want no drama. That's why they didn't tell you. And I'm like, bro, what? Like, in March, in the beginning of our relationship, it would have been so much easier to leave him. Sorry, I was looking at my cat. It would have been so much easier to leave him in March. Like, what? And at this point, it's like September, October-ish. So we're October-ish. So, like, 9-10 months, you know, we were together, and then we broke up. And you guys, like, after that, he tried to come to my house, like, to the front, and try to, like, ask for me. And my grandmother opened the door, and she was like, you're not allowed here no more. And he walked away, and that was the last time I saw Roger ever again. You guys, this relationship was so toxic and abusive. Like, there's more details I could go into, but I don't want to make this video too long. I just want to give y'all, like, a little summary because, like I said, this person's out my life. Roger is out my hair, out my life, you know, and, like, I just, like, thinking about it, it makes me emotional. And it makes me emotional not because of him. It makes me emotional because I really sat there and thought I deserved it. Like, I sat there and I let my loneliness make me stay somewhere where I was worth way more. Like, he would tell me, like, he would make me feel belittled, not worth it. And it was like, you spend so much time with a person who makes you feel not worth it when the whole time you worth way more than that person. Like, I wanted to be here, go to college, well, you know, I'm still going to college, you know, become a veterinarian, things like that. And, like, he would tell me, like, he would make it seem like I'm gonna cheat on him in college. You guys, like, real toxic shit. Like, I can't even go to school without you thinking I'm gonna do something. And it all made sense because when a person is doing something that they know they don't want you to do, they're gonna be on your ass about it, even though they're doing it themselves. So since he was trying to cheat on me and things like that, and I ain't know it, he thought that I would do it to him, like, guilty conscience, you know what I mean? So it kind of hurt because it's like, I thought, like, that's all I could get. Like, I thought this was the one for me. And it's like, you know, since he was my first everything, I wanted him to be the one so bad. But you guys, like, if y'all see a female in a toxic situation, like, if you see a female being treated like that in public, like, y'all, like, try to at least do something. Like, you could really help somebody, like, out. Like, there's so many times that I wish that there was somebody at that bus stop that would have been like, yo, bro, like, what the fuck is you doing? Like, I so badly wish, yo, like, I wish. And, like I said, like, I just felt so unloved. I felt so unloved. I was like, damn, you know, my family, I'm not close to my family. Like, I genuinely feel like my family don't give a fuck about me. And it's like, the one person that I felt like gave a fuck about me really didn't. Like, what's wrong with me? Like, why everywhere I go, I'm unwanted? Why everywhere I go, I feel unloved? Like, why everywhere I go, I'm a problem? Like, why everywhere I go, I'm disrespected? Why everywhere I go, like, there's something going, like, why? Like, why is it only me? Like, I don't see nobody else. And you guys, like, I try to commit suicide so many times. I so tried, and honestly, the only thing that stopped me was the fear of the afterlife. Like, since I'm a believer in God, like, I've always got scared, like, what if I do that and I go to hell, you know, things like that. And that's honestly the only thing that's like, yo, I would try so hard, and it's like, you know, I always wanted to feel loved. I always wanted to feel accepted somewhere. I always wanted to have that comfort feeling of, like, feeling wanted. Like, we want destiny here. Like, if it's a group of friends, like, I always wanted that feeling. Like, I want destiny here. Like, she's loved, feeling wanted. And it was like, everywhere I go, it wasn't happening. Like, you guys, I was so depressed, like, and my anxiety was such a mess. Yeah, I would go to school, and people would talk so much shit about me, and nobody, like, I really don't give a fuck now, but it was kind of like, damn, I go here, nobody wants me there, like, everybody talks shit, like, I even wanted to commit suicide because of the rumors, which, that's about my bad high school experience. I put y'all on in that story. Yeah, I get it. And, like, you guys, it's just bad. Like, honestly, you guys, like, if you guys have, like, all my friends pulled away from me because I was in this toxic situation, and it's like, I so badly wish that somebody would have been there. Like, somebody would have been there for me from the beginning to the end, because going through it alone is not cool at all. Like, I promise you, like, it's not cool. Like, it digs you deeper and deeper and deeper into this depression that you feel like I don't know, you have something to escape. And, like, you guys, like, he was not there for me at all. Like, there was no benefit from the relationship for me. There would be times where I'll be crying, venting, saying that I'm depressed and I'm suicidal, and he will either tell me, oh, you feel alone because you want to feel alone, or, like, he will fall asleep on me, and then the next day he will get mad if I didn't repeat myself. So that's my toxic relationship experience. And you guys, I promise you, like, the end result of being alone is so worth it. Like, I'm so happy where I'm at right now. My grades is immaculate. I'm on the road to going to college real soon. Like, I'm about to get a job. I have the right energies around me supporting me. Like, it just feels so good. And even though I still don't have that right bond with my family, like, I feel comfortable being alone. You know what I mean? And to be honest, family be the first people to turn on you, because talking about my toxic family, that would definitely be a long story time, because, yeah, like, my family's so full of it. I don't even want that type of negativity around me. But, you know, like I said, it's so worth it. Like, I feel free. Like, honestly, you guys, like, 2 weeks later, I kind of felt relieved. Because, yes, what people don't tell you is when you leave a toxic person, you still feel pain. Because it's like, damn, why you had to treat me like that? Why you had to do me like that? Why you had to, like, let this be the end result? Why couldn't you be good for me? And you know, you still sad, you still grieving. But honestly, you guys, like, 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks after the breakup, it was like a boulder off my back. Like, I could breathe for once. Like, I could post something and not have to worry about somebody calling me a hoe because I send the picture to him first, or because he thinks I look too good. I don't have to worry about reporting to somebody every time I'm outside. Sorry, you guys, somebody text me. Like, I don't have to report to somebody every time I'm outside. Like, yo, guys, he was so double standard. Like, when I went out with my friends, he had to know who was there. He had to know where. He had to know the names. When he went out with his friends, I ain't know nothing. And to be honest, I'm just a chill girlfriend like that. Like, you don't gotta tell me all that, ma or pa, you know. Excuse me, whether I'm dating a female or male. You don't have to. Like, go chill with your friends, go have fun. That was me. Him, on the other hand, he made it so bad, you guys. Like, I would cry chilling with my friends, for real. Like, it was so bad. And, like, it was so bad. Like, you guys, there was one time he was on FaceTime with his friend. And he put me on mute because he didn't want me to know what him and his friend was talking about. But if I did that, if I put myself on mute when I'm talking to either my cousin or something, guys, he will flip the F out. Like, he will flip the F out. There was one time I took a walk with Anthony, Pedro, Amber. Pedro, Amber, my cousins. Anthony is my uncle. Like, we walked somewhere. And he was blowing up my phone telling me, oh, you ain't tell me you was going on a walk. Why you don't want me there? Like, who you on the phone with? You guys, crazy shit. Like, I couldn't even walk with my family. Like, I couldn't even go somewhere with my family without you bugging out. But when you do things like that, it's okie dokie. It's all good. When you stay out with your boys until 2 in the morning, it's okie dokie. And now I know why. Like, now I know why. You was cheating on me and you ain't want me to do the same. That's that. You guys, I promise you, it gets so much better. Like, it really does. Like, I'm happy now. Like, that's definitely not the type of dude I want in my life. Like, I used to think, oh, hood niggas this, hood niggas that. I want a hood nigga. I want a hood female. Like, put me in place, call me, and say you gonna kill me. And you guys, like, I got it. I got it. And it's not what the hype is about. It's definitely not. Getting your hair pulled, getting belittled in front of people, a guy calling you, telling you he's gonna kill you. Like, he would tell me, yo, I'm a light Garuma, saying like he was gonna shoot the shit up. And it was not, because he did have a gun, but it wasn't a comfortable feeling. I was always scared. I was scared. Like, I always had to worry about getting hit, getting spit on, getting cursed out, getting my hair pulled, getting my face mushed. And I had a bruise here. Like, it felt bruised, but like there was no black and blue there, because he had tried to slap me, but like I turned my face, so he kind of, sorry guys, I see the car, but like there was like things like that. He was very double standard, very manipulative, very controlling, very possessive, very abusive. Like, there was no like, the only positive thing that I took out of this was the lesson. After we broke up, my friend, like, she had one on his page, because you know how you gotta do, like, oh, see what he posts. I didn't post anything because my friend told me, like, but don't even pay mind to him, because that's gonna kill him. Like, when he sees that you pay him no mind, you're not posting no subs about him, none of that, that shit is going to kill him. So, like, I took her word on it, and I didn't post no subs about, like, he would post subs about me galore during this time, and I didn't. Like, there was nothing like, oh, niggas ain't shit, this, like, no. I was focused on me and, you know, I was focused on me and Valentine and Beth, and be like getting better, feeling more comfortable, you know, with myself. You know, I'm just in a better place, and that toxic thing is behind me. I thought I was gonna cry way more. Honestly, like, this just confirmed that I'm over that part of my life. And like, I could probably say I'm a domestic violence survivor is amazing to me, you guys. Like, the fact that I proved to myself I'm strong, I'm independent, I could do it alone, I don't need nobody. Like, that's one thing I didn't. I do not need nobody for nothing at all. And you know, I'm just developing healthy friendships and relationships. And you guys, please, if you see somebody in a domestic violent relationship, a toxic abusive relationship, doesn't even have to be physical abuse, mental abuse, because I went through all that. You guys, please check up on your friends. Please, 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 please. I wish I had people that checked up on me. Well, I don't really wish, because I proved to myself I could do it by myself. But you guys, like, you don't understand. Asking somebody how's their day, how are you, like, what's going on, could really open up a huge door for them to letting everything out. And this is my abusive story. I will insert the pictures after, like, towards the end of the video. And yeah, you guys, you know, stay healthy, stay positive, stay positive. Please stay positive, because after the breakup, one thing I could say is I wasn't negative. Like, I wasn't like, oh, every nigga does this, things like that. I focused on me and clear skin. I'm glowing. Like, I'm in my prime right now. 6 months, no relationship, no entertainment, no talking to people, no nothing. And it feels pretty fucking amazing. Like, that's another thing. Don't rebound. Do not rebound. It doesn't help. But anyways, guys, that was my toxic ex story time. I love you guys. Please, like I said, help your friends out. You know, be kind to each and every person. You never know what a person's going through at home. And stay tuned for my next video. Let me know what video y'all want next. Either my toxic family story time, a prank, a vlog. Let me know down in the comments below. Like it up, share, show your friend to show your friend to show a friend. You know, I have faith that this channel could blow up. So you feel me? This is my story. Don't be afraid or ashamed to tell yours. Bye.
Like bills on me blue, like a bruise, better yet, blues cruise. Bills on me blue, like a bruise, better yet,